Hi, everyone. Two girls, one ticket. Brogan and Lauren. We're back.
Hello. How's everybody doing?
It's Derby week.
Woo! Do you have your big hat ready?
Oh, yeah. Mint juleps, hat, fastest 2 minutes in sports. Can't wait, folks.
Talk about a rush.
It really is, though. Think about it. No timeouts. They fly around, and it is one of the biggest sporting events there is.
Well, you see those horses when they're coming out of the gate. They are fired up. I mean,
they are fired up.
It's crazy. I wouldn't want to be anywhere near them. But what's the thing called? I don't even know. I'm learning about the Derby as we go, so bear with me.
The starting gate?
Is that it? I thought it was like a special name. Everybody's got a special name, like trifecta, the fillies. Like I'm learning all these.
It's a whole different lingo.
It is a different lingo. So I don't know if they had probably another fabulous starting name for it other than starting gate, but sounds like they don't. So,
well, it's your weekend to learn. But here we are on another rainy day.
Horrific, depressing.
It is just so crazy. It's day after day, and the air is getting thicker and thicker, and the mosquitoes are coming, and it's way too early for all of it.
All of that sounds miserable. I literally did a
which
whole
is exactly
blowout.
why it's almost time to leave for summer.
Bail.
It's not even met. Yeah.
We're leaving for California in a couple weeks for a while, and then we go from there to Maine. So happy to get out of here just in time.
We might need to catch you guys in Maine.
Please come.
Right?
I mean, you guys are always on the East Coast in Florida. It's just a hop, skip away, just north.
I know. Have some exploring to do. Well, this morning I checked out somewhere so good. It was the soft opening of a new concept called SugarWolf Bakery, downtown Austin. It is actually right across from Francois on 3rd and Guadalupe. Highly recommend it. Right in your hood.
SugarWolf Bakery. How does it compare to Swedish Hill?
Okay, I think it is so much better. I'm starting to think that a lot of that stuff just all tastes the same. So SugarWolf is another concept from Larry Foles and Guy, who are obviously longtime restaurant people, longtime Austinite. Larry is Nick Foles' dad. Started Eddie V's with Guy, so long ago. They sold that in, I think it was 2011 for $60 million for 8 Eddie V's concepts and 2 others. And Jeff's just crushed it. And then after that started Hop Dottie, Red Ash, which is, one of the Austin favorites. Just opened Francois, just so many good concepts. SugarWolf was their latest, and they were super excited about it. And it's basically a bakery, but it's easy grab and go. It's counter. You can sit down or just take it. The coffee's amazing. They got it from the special person in Malibu who does the NVIDIA office and a lot of the tech offices, and they did a specific brew for Larry and SugarWolf, and it's so good. The croissants are perfection. Highly recommend the ham and cheese.
Are you on their marketing team?
I mean, I should be, because I rarely get excited about restaurants and food, but this ham and cheese croissant was incredible. It wasn't the full menu to order from yet. Well, I saw the menu, but just the salads look great. Just exactly what Austin needs. And then it's open 7 to 4, but they're thinking about even keeping it open a little bit later, just seeing foot traffic around there in the afternoons and after work crowd. So progresses from coffee and pastries and breakfast to lunch to snacks to drinks. Such a great vibe. Super cozy, great location. So stop on by.
Can't wait to check it out. Jesus, you need a bonus for that one.
I need to go talk to Larry again, tell him I need a job.
It's advertisement, right?
Yeah. Anyways, so that's that. But that's really my maybe my highlight of the week so far.
How's
your week? Yeah.
You sound like you are having a really boring week. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, maybe that.
Week is good. Tuesday, went to Jeffrey's, popped in, obsessed with the popcorn, deviled eggs, some martinis with Beth, Adam's sweet
popcorn
stepmom. So it was so funny. I sat down, and there was a little present in my seat, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, what is this?" And I opened it up, and it's the nutritional yeast with the Skinny Pop popcorn, because she knows how obsessed I am with the popcorn.
How funny!
Apparently, that's all it is that's on it. So I'm super excited to try it out at home.
Is that right? I didn't know that.
Yeah. I didn't either.
Okay,
So
well,
now
you're
you
gonna
know.
have to report back, and you can be now the new marketing person for that. If that is how they do the Jeffrey's popcorn, start bagging that
Well,
up and selling it up.
I was to say I can't take credit. That was fully Beth who put me onto it. So it was just a cute little
And
thing.
what is it?
It's literally the nutritional yeast or whatever. I don't know. It's like
Mhm.
a seasoning,
And so you
basically.
pop the popcorn in it, or do you sprinkle it on?
She said you pop the popcorn and then you do a little sprinkle on top, and it's exactly what it tastes like at Jeffrey's. So
Wow.
I know
Okay.
I'm super excited. And
That's
then tonight I'm actually going to Francois for the first time. Have you been there? You told me about it. Your dad told me
yes,
about
yes. It's so good. You're gonna love it. The chocolate souffle for sure for
it. Okay.
dessert. But everything's really good, and they just did a beautiful job with the interior. It's just a beautiful restaurant, great food. Yeah, everything can't go wrong.
We're doing a little like kind of happy hour before a bunch of girls go see the Devil Wears Prada movie tonight, which I'm
Mhm.
super excited about. Are you following or excited about Devil Wears 2 Prada too?
I am excited to see it. So David Frankel, who's the producer, is a good friend of my dad's, and we
Okay.
actually spent time with him. Jeffrey and I, my brother, did a
Hmm.
summer with him and outside of Vancouver while he was filming a
Oh,
movie years ago when we were in high
okay.
school, right after high school. And anyways, he's awesome. Love his energy. He was super excited to do the sequel. Obviously, a great cast. So yeah, I'm excited to see it.
Well, I'll let you know how it goes. So, yeah, looking forward to
Yeah,
that.
well, that'll be the perfect little girls' night
Yeah,
for a rainy night.
I know. I was
And
gonna wear something cute, spring dress,
yes,
but I guess that's not gonna happen.
and tomorrow's the high 60s, so not really quite sure how to dress with this. But speaking of girls and ladies only, we've got Kentucky Oaks kicking off Churchill Downs this weekend, Derby weekend. The race is tomorrow. It's the biggest race after the Derby for the weekend. And our bestie Dave Portnoy has a horse running Lovely Gray.
I didn't even know he owned horses, let alone one that was gonna be in the Derby
He
or
wears his
Oaks.
stable hats like often when he's not in
Does
his
he?
Tea by the Sea hat or
That's a
whatever
newfound
barstool
thing.
hats he wears. Yeah, he wears his stable hat, which is so cool. But yeah, he's very into horse racing.
Okay.
Lovely Gray is running. We know where he will be posted up all weekend, I'm sure. But it's a big deal to be in the race. His is one of 14 fillies that are in the race.
Okay.
Fillies, a girl
I'm
horse
learning that,
under the
everybody.
age of 4. Yeah, I know. It's all these races and filly, colt, age. It's all a thing.
The
But
terminology for betting as well. I'm just like, okay, we can't do first, second, or third. It's like, no, it's place,
trifecta. Oh, win,
show.
play, show. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. But he's so excited. And again, that'll kick it all off. But yeah. So his whole stable is built around gray horses. And that's where he gets his stable name, Go Go Grays. And I think that's his logo. It's like GGG on the hat. You'll see it. But only him would just build his whole stable around gray horses.
I mean, I kind of love it because I don't see a lot of gray horses. So I feel like they're unique. And usually they're like the brown or like the beautiful brown or like the dark. I don't know. But gray is unusual. So I'm rooting for the grays now. Go Portnoy.
Only him. I know they really are more rare. And I guess it started from his own personal preference in the look of the horse, some sort of betting superstition. I'm sure he won big on a gray horse at one point and was like, I'm going with it.
This is forever my bets.
But you're exactly right. They're usually 10% or so higher in cost than other horses, which is interesting. I think
Well,
they're
as
just more
everyone
rare.
knows, he's rich, so he can afford it. So
Exactly.
he'll tell you.
He will never not let you know,
Yeah.
whether it's by his properties or his horses or his bets, puts it out
Uh,
there, but
Mr. Cocky. Gotta love him.
sure do. So then moving on to our derby, made up of 3-year-olds, which can be a colt or a filly. But interestingly enough, that's part of the reason that they have the Kentucky Oaks race on Friday, because that's only for fillies. And the field for the derby is usually male dominated. Which is why it's just such a big thing for Lovely Gray and Dave to be part of that that race. But there's 20 horses in the field, and only one of them is a filly for the Derby. Which I don't even know why you would take. I mean, I'd go for the gold, right? If you can run in the Derby and you're good enough to hang, go for it. Her name is Good Cheer. And yeah, she's the only one running in the Derby. And interestingly enough, so this year is the 152nd running of the Kentucky Derby. And of all the runnings, there have only ever been 3 fillies in history to win. I mean, you're really going against the odds if you're signing up to run. But again, if you're going to be number 4, why not? So maybe Good Cheer will do it. You have to win certain races. And again, you have to be it's only 3-year-olds.
Gotcha.
So
what if you're 4?
Can't do it. Nope. You can be a filly and be 4 and run Kentucky Oaks, but you can. There's other races, obviously, that you can run if you're 4. But Derby is only 3-year-olds.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Is that like their peak age?
I actually don't know why maybe. I don't know. But yeah, that's a good question. We'll have to look into that. But
okay. See, I have been doing a lot of Googling on this, so I'll add that one to the list.
We're going to get closer. We're going to learn all this, and then we can go in and buy our horse once we're like really knowledgeable, but we're not going to touch the gray ones. Those are for Dave. If we ever meet him at an auction, he can have those. We don't want to overpay. And yeah, so that's that.
We'll get dialed in.
We will get dialed in. But obviously, Derby Day is Saturday, 20 horses. They have 4 alternates. One actually scratched today, so one of those alternates will go in.
Why do you scratch?
Cannot wait. Must be injured or something, or running a temperature. Or usually it's injury or temperature or something, which is too bad. Like, it's your big Derby day. You have 1 year to do it, and you get injured. It's just sad for the whole.
If this horse scratches, do they put like the runner up that's next, or they put that same owner's horse like about a different horse?
No, you have to already qualify for it, and it's just 4 separate alternates.
That specific horse. Yeah. Okay, not like the owner has multiple horses.
No.
Yeah, another one of his horses.
No, it has to be a whole nother horse. But
that makes sense.
Yeah, so it'll be a 1.25-mile race, and 6:57 Eastern is post time, so you better not miss it. But what I love almost as much as the race itself is all the lead up and the broadcasting, and all day long, starting at like 2, they do all the stories of the jockeys and the owners and the stables and the horses. I love watching all of it.
I love the aesthetic. Yeah. Everybody's just so happy too. Just happy to be there, just in their fabulous, bright spring colored outfits, enjoying the day with their tulips or whatever the drink's called. Juleps.
Mint juleps. Yeah, exactly. Which I'm not a mint julep drinker, but
it's
again, I like you said, the aesthetic of it. And mint,
Yeah.
which I'm just not a big mint person in general, except for like gum.
Like
I'm just not
a
kind of, but I think it has bourbon in it. Yeah, I actually really don't even know how to make one, because again, it's not my cup of tea.
Stick with an old fashioned.
Yeah, there you go. Go straight. But then 10 minutes prior to post time is one of my favorite traditions, and that is when they sing My Old Kentucky Home. Just such a classic. And one of my favorite singers. Yeah, of course I do.
Can we hear it?
No, I already sang Boston for everybody last week, so I'm going to skip My Old Kentucky Home, but I do know it word for word. Did you see her
at Stagecoach, by the way? Everybody, like, she was on every single stage, I swear.
I mean, she's the it thing right now.
I know, sidetrack, but
no, it is. But yeah. But anyway, so My Old Kentucky Home, just love it. One of my favorite singer-songwriters in general is John Prine, and his version of My Old Kentucky Home is so good. And I'm guessing you haven't heard it. I'm guessing most people haven't either. But it is so good. I'm going to send it to you. It's just so like you said.
I'd like to hear it live, but it's okay. That'll be
well, you know what? He does different shows and things around here, but he's actually playing the Muni Party this year.
Oh, really?
John Prine, yeah.
When is
Which
that?
I don't know if you're planning to attend. I think maybe a week or 2. I'm not quite sure, but it's usually a fun party. I haven't been in years, but it's always a good party. And yeah, he's a great ad. But sometimes he'll do little things even at Deep Eddy, and he's always around, but I just love him. But I'm going to send you this, this version. And then, side note, so I grew up here in Austin on a street named Churchill Downs, and this whole area is named after, like, by Austin Country Club, as you know. They're all
Mhm.
the streets are named after Belmont, Triple Crown, Churchill Downs, Longchamp. I don't know if you ever put that together.
I haven't, no. I
Yeah, so
don't spend
it's
enough time over there, so
yeah, but the whole, area is kind of horse racing themes, which again, who knows if anyone even puts that together around here. But that is the case. So anyways, my parents designed and built this house on Churchill Downs. My mom was a big derby lover,
Okay.
just again, Saratoga, growing up in New York, horse racing, her parents were all about it. And anyway, she was determined living on Churchill Downs to build an exact replica of the cupola and the spires, which are like the iconic, everyone
Yeah.
knows them, of Churchill Downs, on the top of the grandstands. And so she found this incredible, obviously, builder for the house, architect, woodworkers, and they built one exact and put it on the top of our pool cabana in the back. I'm going to
That's
have
so
to
cool.
find, isn't that awesome?
That is actually pretty badass.
I'm going to have to find you a picture of that too. And I miss that house, but it was, just really cool and so
Is it
special,
still
obviously,
like
for her.
that? Do you
But
know if it's been redone or anything?
I've been back in
Yeah.
recently, and I don't even remember looking out there to, like, double check it was there. How bad is me is that?
Oh my
But I
goodness.
know. So, I hope they didn't take it off. It was and it lit up at night, like, you could obviously
Really?
turn on light. Yeah, it was beautiful.
Oh
So I'm
my
gonna
God,
send
how
you.
cool is that? I love
Yeah.
that.
I'll have to find up a picture. But anyway, so I'm so excited. I guess you would take a old fashioned over a mint julep for your derby day?
Yeah, I mean, I just the mint and the bourbon and the sugar, I don't know, it sounds
Seems
like a
like a
bit
little too
much.
much. Yeah.
Mhm.
But again, I
So,
love, like, all of it, for parties and in the, silver cups or whatever, but not
cute. Just not,
not to drink.
yeah.
Have you picked your favorites? I mean, that was our research for the week.
Our research for the week. Yes, we did pick I picked some of them.
Let's hear them.
Um, so in the Kentucky Oaks on Friday, I'm gonna go with Explora. I think that's Bob Baffert's horse. And I like Prom
We're
Queen as
going
well.
for Bobby. And Prom
Um,
Queen, okay.
yeah, those are my two. And then for the actual Derby, I think it's going to be pretty wide open, but I like Potente.
Mhm.
I like So Happy, which we'll talk about that story in a second. Emerging Market and Further Ado, I think are my tops as well. I think Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift just bought a percentage of the Puma that's also racing, but I don't think that horse can win.
Yeah, I think he's one of the favorites, but I don't know. I hope that he doesn't, just because of that factoid.
I know. I
But
know.
it's a good-looking horse. Renegade's a beautiful looking horse too. So there's just so many good looking horses.
They're all
Um,
freaking beautiful. Yeah.
it's unbelievable. My I'm picking two, which I know we're going for win, not for place or show,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna say Chief Wallaby. I just think is a
Chief
stunning Chief
Wallaby.
Wallaby. I
I
saw
just like
that
the
horse come off
name.
his trailer and I'm like, that guy. Number
Okay.
12. Um
What
Beautiful
color?
horse. He is kind of brown, kind of black,
Okay.
like darker with white
Pretty
on his
standard.
little white on his face though, but
Ooh.
that's what makes him a little different to
It's
me.
like a racing stripe.
Yes, exactly. Just very distinct. And then Commandment
Okay.
is my other one, number 6. And neither one of those happened to be trained by Bob Baffert, so I'm so sorry to cheat on my man,
Oh,
but
I know. I
it's
guess
okay.
I didn't.
We'll have him covered um for the Kentucky Oaks.
Okay.
We're gonna go with his horse for that. I agree with
Oh,
you there. Um, okay, so like you said, So Happy is the most remarkable story
I know.
of the Derby. It is so sad and positive at the same time. But this is another example of a horse that's owned by a partnership, was bought last year in March for $150,000. Where were we?
I
We could
know.
have
That
split. I mean,
makes it
it's
sound
our horse.
affordable, right?
We could have been in the Derby this year had we done that. But Mark Glatt is the trainer, and he has spent 30 years trying to get one horse into the Derby. I mean, imagine, it's just you've got 1 year to do it, and there's only a few that get there. So now he's done it. He has gotten his horse So Happy to
I mean, that's
the
an
Derby.
incredible achievement.
Yeah, so, the horse, I guess, was named after him, which I guess people were, like, laughing about. That's, like, not how you would describe him, which is kind of funny. So the owners
So
laughed.
happy.
Yeah, so the owners laughed at the name. His wife, Dina, I guess, loved the name. And then 2 months later, his wife, Dina, passed away unexpectedly at 57. And so, obviously, he was so upset, so sad. The only thing, like, he had to turn to for love and comfort, were his horses, which is sweet.
I'm so happy.
And then 8 weeks after that, he had the biggest race of his life at Santa Anita and won.
Aw, that's so huge.
So amazing. And so, speaking to the win at Santa Anita, he was like, I called on Dina on the 8th pole and said, pick us up, get us home. He's like, and we just took off, and I told her we did it. How sad and special is that?
Oh, that literally gives me chills.
I
I mean, I was going to say there
know.
was definitely an angel riding that horse. Tell it to hurry the hell up and win. So.
100%. And he wears a bracelet every day with her ashes in it.
Oh my God. I mean, 57. My mom passed away at 57 too, and it's just way, way too young. So I love to hear stories like that.
I know. Just so special. He's got his ticket punched and his horse at the Derby, and it would be an amazing story all around if So Happy were to win. The jockey for So Happy is Mike Smith, who's 59 years old and would be the oldest jockey to ever win a Derby, which would be another super unique and special twist to the ride and to the win.
I did a little research on Mike Smith here, and I wanted to see how many derbies he'd won previously, and it said he had won two, one in 2005 and one in 2018, and I think that one in 2018 he won the Triple Crown as well. So I would love to see him do that this year with So Happy and be the oldest as well. I mean, that would be an even better story.
Incredible. Yes, incredible all around. So I know that I didn't pick him as my favorite.
I did.
But for the story, yes, you did. For the story, definite props to win. But we will see about a Triple Crown winner. I mean, obviously, track conditions, post position has so much to do with the race. I feel like every year it seems like the track is muddy, and not all horses know how to race like this in the mud, because obviously, for the most part, the races aren't muddy. So it'll be interesting, but I did check the weather and it looks like it should be dry. So that's nice.
Frost for good conditions.
I know. But the other crazy thing, I mean, you think about it just like any race, of on a track or even F1, anything, like I'm talking about running, driving, whatever it is, horse racing, where you are for your post position and, from the gate does make such exactly. And to know your route and, to make the horse maneuver and cut in on the turns and however, they want to run their race. It's just unbelievable and remarkable how much these jockeys put into, they're not just running around the track, like they have intention.
Saying giddy up. No.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. But Churchill Downs put out some, like, did you know facts on post positions? And some of them were crazy to me. One of them was, it's been 65 years since post 14 has produced a winner. Like, if I was in post 14, I'd be like, okay, I'm out.
So where's prime time? Is it smack dab in the middle, or like, is it on the left, or where?
So post 20 has the highest win percentage of any post by 10.5%. So then you're like, okay, it's just so crazy. And then post 17 has never produced a Derby winner. How wild.
So we don't want to be in 14 or 17. That doesn't sound good.
And maybe not so many of the others, but post 20 sounds like. So we'll see.
Okay, this is going to be another stupid question. How many horses are in the race at once? Is it 20 horses, or is there more than 20?
This is 20, but there's usually a maximum. Last year, I think, was one of the smallest fields they ever had. I think there were like 14 horses. I might be wrong on that exact number, but whatever it was like a very small field for whatever reason. And I'm
Okay.
not sure the reason for that.
I need to
But
start paying closer attention when I go to these like opening days. I'm just there for the bets and the cocktails. Jesus.
exactly. The experience, the
Yeah.
social part.
But I'm going to start getting into the nitty-gritties of it and really be, well
Yeah,
versed
we're
in my
about to be owners, so
horse
we gotta step it
terminology.
up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
And Brogan,
Exactly.
guess what? I was talking to, a good friend, Natalie, who is one of our lovely listeners, earlier today, and we were just talking about how it's truly I told her we were gonna talk a lot about Derby, and she was like, "It's truly year of the horse." I'm like, "It is a good
Oh,
year," and, she recently started riding lessons, but I just give such and the stamina and strength for these jockeys is a whole 'nother thing
well,
too.
they're on their thighs, their thick
The
thighs. They got to be
entire
up there.
time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're like, giddy up. Come on. Okay. They're squatting real low. I mean, they're like 4 feet tall, so they're little mini guys.
But still, I mean, it's all proportionate to their size. I mean, it'd be the
Yeah.
same thing as, me and you to like, it's just, obviously that's why they keep such track of their weight, and
Yeah.
everything. And just,
It's
it
like
does all make a
boxing.
difference. But
Yeah.
exactly. But just crazy. So we'll have the Derby, then we have the Preakness, which is at Pimlico in Maryland. And then we have the Belmont. So those are the three that make the Triple Crown.
Triple Crown. Woo!
Yes, that's what we're
Okay,
going
go
for.
happy.
Yes, and so the Belmont is historically run at Belmont Park in Elmont, New York, but the track is under renovations. They're doing some upgrades. So the last 2 years, it's been run at Saratoga, which is my favorite in New York,
Okay.
and so it'll be run again there this year, and then it will go back to Elmont. But that's the longest and toughest leg of the races because it's the longest in distance,
Is it the
which
last
is
one as
interesting.
well? Like
Yeah,
okay, so
exactly.
they've been working their ass off.
Well,
So
and if you win the Derby and you don't win the Preakness, you're automatically obviously not a Triple Crown winner. So if you get there and you're 2 races up, that's some pressure.
so I was gonna say you got to show up for that. So
Yes. Well, that's our lineup. And we'll also be hearing from Jim Furyk at the Derby. He's doing his first live interview from the Derby as it was just announced that
exciting.
he's the Ryder Cup captain. So
And the Ryder Cup is in Ireland, which I literally am so sad we're not getting married at the Adair.
I know, and I was hoping that Tiger was gonna be, uh, Ryder Cup captain, which obviously
He's
not.
gonna pop over from
Yeah,
Switzerland.
there you go. Oh my gosh, a shorter flight.
It is. It's more convenient, if
But
anything. So.
I thought that would have just been so great, and obviously he was asked to, but, I agree with you about Adair Manor and your wedding.
I know. Unfortunately, just the timing and the logistics of it, it's just not going to work out. Also, at that castle, I mean, it's stunning. Have you
Mhm.
ever been there?
I have not.
Okay. Well, Beth, she was like, you guys need to get married at Adair. Like, she's
Mhm.
obsessed with it. She used to work in Limerick all the time. But talking to our wedding planner, she's like, it's going to be impossible for you to get married there. Also, it's the like a venue is essentially in a ballroom, so you have to have like 200 plus people to make it look good.
Mhm.
And I don't think we're going to get 200 plus people, or we don't want to invite 200 plus people over to Ireland. So logistically, it's not going to work out. But I'm
Yeah.
excited to watch the Ryder's Cup at Adair Manor.
What a fun place to go to a tournament and have them host. And I saw the coolest thing. So all the residents of Adair County, which Limerick,
Yeah,
Ireland, are receiving complimentary tickets. So 2 free tickets for any day of the tournament, just as a
that's
gesture
so
of
cool.
appreciation to the town and the disruption that it'll cause. How nice is that?
I love that. No, I think that's, again, it's a very small town, so they're not, offering the hundreds of thousands of tickets by any means. But I
Totally,
just
but
love the
not all of
gesture.
those people could have maybe attended or have
Yeah,
the means to buy the tickets. And the
yeah.
first batch of tickets already went for sale to residents of Ireland on Friday, and they sold out within 1 hour.
I'm not surprised.
Right, but I'm just saying, like, if they're also had all those residents of, Adair County essentially had been in
Yeah.
that, again, maybe they wouldn't have gotten them, maybe they couldn't have paid the price. So I just feel like that's a really nice thing to do, even if they don't claim them, just as the gesture
Yeah.
to offer it. But yeah, I bet the rest of those tickets when they open the next batch will just absolutely fly.
100%. No doubt about it. Again, just Adair Manor is stunning. So
Such
very
a
excited
cool
about that.
theme. Yeah, and I think I told you one of Beth's friends, one of Beth's good friends, Beth, her
Beth Rosita?
daughter, yeah. So her daughter is dating a family friend's whose sister just got married at a manor.
Okay. Yeah,
So
she
I
did
know
say
that's
that
like a
too.
roundabout. Yeah. So
Three times
anyways, and it
removed
looked,
person.
but well, I know her from growing up since she was a baby. But
Okay. Did you get the
she is
invite?
no rude. No, just kidding. I'm
Oh.
not that close to her, but just have known her for that long. And still see them, at Christmas things
Yeah,
or
yeah, yeah.
Thanksgiving things, but
Howdy
not like
doody.
she's much younger
Yeah.
than I. Yeah.
Okay.
But just anyways, it looked beautiful, just such a great setting. But like you said, I mean, it's definitely a big ballroom.
You need like a big ball. And I didn't
Yeah.
want the ballroom aesthetic, to be honest
Totally.
with you.
It's
So,
hard to fill no matter where it is. I mean, even it's the Breakers, which is, a beautiful stage to have it.
yes.
Like, it's just hard to make a space like that feel so intimate and nice.
Yeah.
Oh, obviously it's nice, but you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Just intimate. Well,
You
intimate,
don't want
silly.
a big ballroom that's empty. It's just kind
Right.
of weird. So, well, I'm
Exactly.
sure that wedding was beautiful, and maybe you'll,
Well, you can still stick to Ireland. We'll just find you another castle.
yeah, there we go.
Um, And then F1 this weekend is in Miami. The Cadillac tournament is taking place at Trump's Doral course. So cool to see the drivers out playing
I
with.
love it.
Is there anything better? And all of those guys, like all the F1 drivers,
They're good
a lot of them,
golfers.
they're good golfers and they're
Yeah.
so into it. Like when they were here, they try to get on ACC or whenever
Yeah.
wherever they're playing, they just try to get on courses. Like Carlos Sainz, a big golfer. Charles, who else was out there? Checo was playing
Yeah.
with Scotty.
I saw that. Yeah.
Just so cool. I just love it.
No, it
Two
was,
elite sports, elite group of people. I love it.
no, I love the collab of it. So good aesthetic for sure.
Totally. And then McLaren Golf, like we talked about, they were launched. Justin Rose was announced as their first brand ambassador.
I saw that. My dad literally 2 days ago was just on a flight from LAX to Scotland, to London, but he was going to Scotland next to Justin Rose.
Are they besties?
I haven't talked to him about how frequently I don't know if they're like
they
chatting in their
over
little
there,
boxes.
like, exactly.
Yeah.
That's funny. But I feel like that's a cool fit. I guess he'd been helping them for the past couple years with the club, technology design, all of it. And then Michelle West was also announced as a brand ambassador and investor, which I think is awesome and another good fit. And she's just dabbling in everything.
Yeah. I mean, her name comes up more than once these days, but I love just McLaren, the aesthetic. I like the color too. Everything looks clean, the leather. I don't know. I think it's a good investment.
On brand, for sure. Did you see Trump call out Rory in the middle of his speech at the White House while hosting King Charles and Queen Camilla, which I hate calling her queen, but
sorry. I did see that. No, I think Rory was so surprised. It took him a second to stand up because he was like, "Stand up, Rory,"
he looked almost like he was like embarrassed for being called out, and he just was like praising him. Everyone's like clapping for his unconquerable courage.
Trump's terminology, I swear. He's like somebody who could possibly relate to me and my, conquering the world over here.
Exactly. Oh my gosh, just so fun. And I'm like, that guy, he had a wide spread of guests at that dinner, but cool that he did include Rory.
I mean, Trump loves golf, so
he's like, Tiger couldn't be here, so Rory it is.
Rory, stand up, bud.
Yeah,
you young Irish lad.
And then perfect timing for the tournament at Doral with his 20-foot golden.
Oh my God.
Statue that was just unveiled. I mean, what in the world?
That thing is hilarious.
Only him.
It
looks like a Monopoly man, like a 20-foot golden Monopoly man. It's just
that should be a piece on the playing board. Yeah.
So funny. My aunt and uncle were members forever at Trump National, right outside of DC.
Okay.
And he was not the original owner when they joined, and then he bought it and just automatically, and obviously this was way before he's president or anything, just completely gilded it as if it was one of like his property. It's just so funny how he puts his like
It's
stamp on it, and
fine.
it's like
Yeah.
the crystal chandeliers and the gold and like stuff that really didn't go with the like
The
subtle
aesthetic. Yeah.
Northeast, like refined. Anyways, just he's
Well,
such a
that's
character.
him with wanting to name everything after him, like the football stadium, the ballroom, just, he comes
Yeah,
in, everything's
exactly.
Trump.
The airport, yeah, which I
Yeah,
guess
yeah.
was not in
Uh,
Palm Beach.
yeah, the Palm Beach airport. Yeah.
So funny.
He cracks me up.
One thing that I also heard that really surprised, actually, I don't know if it even surprised me, but I just thought it was a staggering number. So Stephen Ross, who owns the Dolphins, owns Hard Rock Stadium, said that Formula One Miami Prix generates more revenue in the F1 weekend than the entire NFL season.
I mean, I'm not surprised. I think F1 reaches such a larger audience than just the US, So I feel like people from all over the world are coming,
I
right?
get that, but you think about them filling an NFL stadium for 8 or 9 whatever home games each season, and this is literally just 3 days,
One race.
and it's one race, and it's pretty much all the same people coming back every day, but I
Well,
think that's
everything's like
exactly it.
3 times the price or like
Right,
5 times even.
and
It's
those
just the richest
fans
people of the world.
100%, and those fans' spending power is probably much higher
And
than a
people getting
typical
a hot
NFL
dog and a beer.
fan. Exactly, exactly, totally, but I just thought that was insane. I'm like, "Why not?" And good for him.
I
He
mean,
does,
yeah.
on top of his other business stuff, his real estate endeavors are quite something.
I wonder if Formula One Miami makes more money than like Austin or even Vegas. I feel like Vegas did initially, and maybe they kind of had a drop off since they opened. But yeah, I don't know. I'd like to see how they kind of compare.
That would be interesting. I think it would do more. Definitely more than
I
Austin,
think so.
for
I
sure.
think well, also it's a bit closer to like Europe, and it's a lot of
Mhm.
Europeans and things like that.
And just more of a destination where
Yeah, people
international
want to
people
go.
would want to come. Not that people don't but wanna come to Austin, but I feel like Austin gets a lot of Mexico, but
Yeah.
then there's also the Mexico City race right
Hmm.
after. So that's kinda competition because I also think for international people, they're gonna choose going to Mexico City over
100%
coming
Houston,
here.
Texas.
Yeah. So, but I bet you are right that Miami is on
Probably
top of
makes the
those.
most in the US, right? I mean, nobody wants to go to Vegas, or maybe they see like Vegas and the Strip
Yeah,
and they have this
I think
dream of it,
I
but
don't even think Vegas does as well as Austin.
no. Yeah, no, that's
I think
probably
it
true.
kind of flopped a little. Remember, they have the Disney
Yeah.
band. Don't you
Oh,
forget.
shit. I forgot.
Yeah. But big news also for F1, Turkey is back on the calendar for 2027. They've had a little break, and I guess they'll at least have it for the next
Couldn't
5
keep
years.
up.
But Turkey is one of my favorite countries I've ever been to.
I want to go so badly. Maybe I'll go to this F1 race.
Right? If you were gonna pick an international race, I think it would be a fabulous one to go
Istanbul.
to.
Yeah.
Plus, you can also Istanbul's amazing. Food, architecture, shopping, just so much to do. Everyone's so friendly. Like, I really like the culture. It's very different, obviously, and I think it's not exactly what people expect. And I was a little nervous at first about safety and never once felt unsafe. In a lot of ways, it seemed cleaner and better and fresher than, New York City. But
Even
again,
outside
just
your cheap hair plants.
all the health stuff. Literally, there are so many people, even from here, that go over there for, yes, hair implants is one of them, but all kinds of like health and wellness procedures. And I guess obviously it's done. It's not like going to Mexico or like South
Yeah.
America to
No,
get
it's
some like
a little
botched
bit more
job.
regulated,
Exactly.
right?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. A little bit higher end. But anyways, and then along the Turkish coastline is just beautiful and highly recommend it. But yeah, you should totally get
I
over
gotta
there
check
for
it out.
sure.
No, I heard that chalk's fun too. A lot of fan faves and drivers like it. So good to have that back on the calendar.
Yeah, and that's one that surprised me too because that was a financial issue for them
Mhm.
skipping out, and I think fans like it just didn't attract a lot of fans. But I'm just shocked by that. So I really hope that it coming back, it does a lot better. And they've had their own, again, safety and security things in the past that maybe were hindering people. I know, and then COVID and whatever. But again, overall, I thought it was just a safe and beautiful country. So
Cool. Well,
we'll
put
see.
it on the list.
Yeah, put it on the list. Okay, time out for this Mike Vrabel drama. We didn't even talk about this
Never
last week.
ending.
Never ending. And it's almost like, okay, was it even worth talking about? But it kind of is because it just gets crazier and crazier and crazier.
As the internet sleuths pull out more information.
Well, my thing is they just look like complete idiots. Like, you're like, oh, these are, misleading, and we were with a group of people. Well, where are the other people? And if you had friends that were trying to back you up and be like, oh, no, we were all there, it was a group event, whatever, why wouldn't the friends come out with pictures to show that it wasn't just the two
we
of
were
them?
here
Like,
too.
none of it,
Yeah.
exactly. Like, none of it made sense from the start. Then she quits her job immediately without even being fired or having any investigation.
Resign.
Also
Yeah.
weird. That's straight up like, I'm guilty. And then to just both come out with these statements, just don't say anything. Like, let it unfold how it is. You don't even necessarily have to make a statement if you know it's all going to just come out, or you're in the wrong. Like, just, just
now you're a liar.
to say that, now you're a liar. Yeah. And now turns out you've been cheating on your wives and husbands for 6 years. Then turns out that she has a kid named Mike or Michael or whatever. And they're like, is this his kid?
I mean,
And then
it's a possibility.
Tweets saying that, oh, just looking at my son, thinking who's the best professional or NFL coach or player named Mike. Like, why would you post that? And why would you name your kid the name of the guy you're cheating on somebody with? Like, the whole thing is just, and of course I saw Dave Portnoy like light up about that one. He's like, just when I thought it couldn't get worse, like now I think it's her kid. Like, it just gets worse and worse and worse. Exactly. And then it comes out the picture of them like kissing from whatever, like 6 years ago, whatever. And then the playlist thing, like a Spotify playlist that she shared with him called, like, I guess the user that it was shared with was Mike. And it was during 2022 time when he was coaching the Titans and they had like a 4-game losing streak. And the title of the playlist was Turn in the Page.
Oh,
like, but I'm just saying, if you know all this stuff has happened and you know it's all out there and you know that this is like an ongoing thing for years, why would you have just said it's an innocent thing and it's not what it looked like, judging by these pictures? Like, again, you both look like idiots. And her more so than him. But whatever. Like we've said before, everyone's personal stuff, I feel like, is different than if you're going to all around judge somebody. Yes, that's taken into consideration. But I feel like if it was any other, but I feel like if it was any other team other than the Patriots, like they would have fired him. Not that he's broken like NFL rules necessarily, but
his
if
character.
You have Robert, exactly, it was in question, and just like the reputation, and it's like, could this be distracting to the season, and could be distracting to the players and whatever. Like, everyone's going to have their opinion, and of course it is. But Robert Kraft is your owner, and what's he going to say?
He's a little scandalous himself.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
Yeah, we can't ask him about his massage parlor days and
wife
or whatever else. But
what? Who did that?
Cannot make it up. But then there was a season ticket holder event for the Patriots, season ticket holders, and Vrabel got a standing ovation. I'm like, I don't know what people want. Maybe they're like, yeah, good job, you did it. Like, you've been cheating on your wife for 6 years.
Still supporting the coach.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So,
but I mean,
all we care about are W's.
Exactly. At the end of the day, football is football. Family is family. Hopefully, he can sort through his personal stuff. But her quitting and all that, she's gonna find herself something career-wise. If anything, it's just putting her name more out there. Once things died out, someone's going to pick her up for something, or she's going to start a podcast, or she's whatever. It's not like the end of her. Just like it's some momentum for her in a weird, twisted way. But that's what people like. They like the drama, and they like opportunity to capitalize on whatever moment of fame they have.
I was going to say, some people don't do a good job of capitalizing on it in the correct way. So fingers crossed she's got a good PR team that can help her out and really, transform her career into something great.
Well, if it's the same PR team that told her to resign, day one and say that this was just basically an optical illusion and a figment of your imagination. We were with our friends. Yeah. I'm going to be finding a new PR team for my next career move.
It's like, dude, this is not going too well. So maybe it was all a ploy, really get it going. And then this is where the bounce back happens. So.
Oh my goodness. And a meme I saw was Vrabel being driven to counseling. It was like Vrabel being driven to counseling, and it was Tiger Woods driving him. And it was like old Tiger driving his like black Escalade with his red shirt and his Tiger Woods hat on. And then Vrabel was like photoshopped into Tiger slouched in the front seat from his latest.
That was hilarious. Just
classic.
That's funny.
My goodness. And speaking of Patriots and their choices, did Jordan Hudson at her cheer competition this week refer to Belichick as a wag?
You had sent me that and I was questioning. But you know what? I'm not shocked by it. Like, she literally has the confidence of God knows what to even do that. So I don't know.
I'm not shocked by it, but if I was Bill Belichick and this girl was referring to me as a wag, just to like probably have a play on it, or I have no idea. Exactly. Yeah, I already don't like the word when it's for women, but now it's for him. Okay, great. Yeah. I'm surprised they're still trucking along, but
I know. I'm shocked. I mean, he's so whipped over her. I don't know what she's doing, but
some kind of special. We'll have football season coming up soon to see what other tricks she has.
Hate her.
London Marathon.
Oh, that was a good one.
Unreal.
Lots of records shattered. Jeez.
History made in those streets. First sub 2 hour time world record.
Insane.
Shattered. Like, barely broke it. Absolutely insane.
He looked like he was just cruising. Like, he was like, I'm not dying. Some people are like falling through the finish line.
Right. He could have kept going.
Yeah.
Yeah. Light as a feather, which is exactly what those shoes looked like. So he was from Kenya, and then an Ethiopian runner finished, placed second. And then the women's winner also broke her own women's only world record.
She didn't even look like she was tired either.
All of them.
I didn't anticipate. She doesn't look like that kind of runner either. So I don't know. It was
I agree. But just incredible all around. And 5 of the 6 top finishers were wearing those Adidas, is it Adios Pro Evo 3s or something?
I don't know, but I got
super shoe. Yeah, they sold out in under 2 minutes. They just dropped on the 27th. $500 sold out in 2 seconds.
Come on,
good
Nike,
for Adidas though.
I
know, but like we talked about, I mean, Nike's trying to kind of get back into the running game and try to win its, especially runners and just people, customers back in general. But running is a big segment of that. And I will say that given Adidas' success from this, which Adidas isn't always in the spotlight like that, so good for them. But Nike had the classiest response.
They had to make up from their mishap in Boston.
Exactly. Like, congratulated the runners, obviously, and just like very simple black. The clock has been reset. There is no finish line. I loved it. So clean, back to basics.
I mean, success doesn't stop. You got to keep working for it. So good comeback.
Yeah, and it kind of brought their name into the picture, even though they didn't have a winner. So I thought that was cool. And they also did something really cool in the Nike running store. You could go in and make a free Nike run poster with whatever you wanted it to say. You would know better than me, but all the people that hold up signs along the route.
Some of them were funny.
But you could go in and there were those great red posters with the black block lettering, the same that said runners welcome, walkers tolerated. Literally same format. But you could get whatever you wanted on there. I just thought that was a super cool idea. And again, that was a way to get Nike all over the course and their, distinct red and black bold block lettering posters. I thought it was cool.
I love it. No, that's and did it like print out and everything, or what was?
Yeah, right then. Yeah, they just did it right then, and you could just like take it. Yeah, it was super cool. And okay, favorite highlight of the draft? Maybe Pavia not getting
That was mine. You stole mine. That was freaking legendary.
Oh
Hey,
my
I don't need an
gosh.
agent. I don't want to give them 5 to 10%. Okay, dude.
Yeah, and you had your whole hat set up and your whole thing, and obviously I feel bad for
All the
anyone
hats.
that is and
I
he
don't
did
feel bad for him. Come
I
on.
know, obviously, but, like, it shows how much emphasis people do put on not just your talent, but off-field criteria and character, and
Yeah, you can't have your two brothers getting arrested at every goddamn game when you go to
exactly.
like an elite private college like Vanderbilt.
Such a
To
bad
have
look.
2 of your brothers consistently getting arrested at these
Right, and
football
starting
games for
fights
public
and yeah,
intoxication and
yeah,
fights and then for even him to come back, and himself and be like, "Oh, that was a misunderstanding. They were a little tough on them." And I'm like, "Dude, your brothers are fucking losers. Have them
right.
stay home.
Yeah,
Jesus.
so bad.
Keep your
All
ghetto-ness
around,
out of
such
here."
a yeah, such a bad look, but I did kinda have to chuckle at that, but
I
then
fully
to be
chuckled.
signed by the Ravens, I'm like,
Oh.
good luck with that," but
Is Baltimore ghetto? I don't know.
I'm gonna go with yes.
Yeah, so maybe hope that it'll get better than
But even
Vanderbilt.
yeah. Um, what else about the draft? I love that Michael Taft got drafted by the Dolphins. That's the second Longhorn to the Dolphins, which is cool. And he actually went to Westlake as well.
Oh,
Obviously my alma mater, but he went to Westlake, was a walk-on and worked his way up and then to get drafted by the Dolphins. I really respect and admire that. And from what I've heard, I don't know him at all, but from what I've heard, he's just the nicest kid.
well, good for him. Hard work pays off.
Hard work pays off. And then there's Mendoza. We knew he would go to the Raiders.
I love him. Did you see that ad that Taco Bell put up for him in Vegas when he got drafted?
Yes, I did. And like,
It was
again,
so
brand
funny.
wise, it's just so
On
funny to
brand.
me. Yeah, well, yeah, on brand, but also like Taco Bell and Mendoza. Like, I mean, yeah, other
Oh,
than the
yeah, yeah,
name,
yeah.
like he's just so like, mm, I don't know. I wouldn't put him with Taco Bell, let's say.
No, I wouldn't do that either. But I think
Yeah,
Taco Bell did well by putting that little
very
PowerPoint
well.
style billboard up. And
Yeah,
what did it say? Like, professional business deck deliberating his draft pick and things like that. He's so, engulfed in LinkedIn. So it's hilarious to
exactly.
see.
And updated his LinkedIn
Yeah.
immediately. I'm like, at
It's
this
like
point, does he just do it as like
NFL
a joke
player.
or is it? Yeah, exactly.
I think he has to, right? I
Mhm.
mean, it's hilarious.
And I really do like him, and I do think he's talented. I think his talent is there to be number 1 draft pick, and obviously that was evident, playing at Indiana and up against these top schools and top quarterbacks and other teams. I'm curious if as a culture fit in the NFL, how he's going to be. Again, respectful, nicest guy, but I'll be so curious. Again, is
He's
he
just
just gonna
gonna beat
keep
up there.
well, no one's gonna, like, come after him, like, pop him,
You
but,
never know.
like, you just don't know, like, how it like, the quarterback has to be a big leader in some way, and you have to I don't know. And obviously, he was at Indiana. This is just me saying what I, like, just curious. Again, talent, I think it's there, but culture, I just am excited to see where it goes.
We'll see. I think over time he'll definitely gain the respect of his players or his teammates just due
Mhm.
to how, good he is. But I see what you're saying.
No, I'm
So
just saying,
we'll
like, is
have
he
to
gonna
see what
keep
has out.
updating his Twitter, or is he
Oh,
gonna, like, that kinda stuff too? Like,
starter,
again, like, yeah,
QB.
yeah, exactly. Just little things that are, like, on the softer side to me, Like, not that
It's
all
kind of funny.
yeah, it is, but anyways, I hope he does well and obviously love, his family story and how close he is with them and all of that,
Mhm.
so, and then the Raiders also signed I loved this story, a 27-year-old undrafted kicker named I'm gonna butcher the name, but it's Kansei
Sure, go with
Matsuzawa, I think?
Kansei Matsuzawa.
Yeah, AKA the Tokyo Toe.
It's a hell
Great
of a
name for
name.
a
I
kicker,
like
yeah.
that alliteration.
But he is a Japanese kicker, spent 3 years working at Morton's, which is, a steakhouse, while trying to teach himself English, and was learning how to kick a football based on YouTube videos.
I mean, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, so impressive. So planned to play college soccer in Japan, went to a Raiders-Rams game in 2018 and decided he wanted to figure out how to play in the NFL. Like, talk about making your dreams come true. Started sending his soccer film to colleges in the US, lands at Hawking, which I've never even heard of, a college in Ohio. Was
Okay.
like the best kicker on his, I think,
Do
team.
we know if it's like D1, D2, or
D1, pretty sure.
D1?
I don't know that for sure,
Come
but
on, can't say, can't
continue.
say.
Yeah, exactly. Continued learning English, played soccer, later transfers to University of Hawaii, which is Division One.
Yep, I know
Leads
that.
their team in scoring, and now here he is. Could be the first Japanese player on an NFL roster kicking for the Raiders. I just love
Oh,
that.
can't say. Good for you. He didn't want to play baseball like the rest of them, but he wanted to go football.
Yeah, they are very talented baseball players too.
Yeah.
But anyways, that's our little
Another feel-good story
football
there,
tea. Another
guys.
feel. We were full of it today.
Can't
So
say, so
happy.
happy.
Yeah, exactly. The Tokyo toe. Oh my. So I am about to start watching Friends and Neighbors. Have you seen it or heard about it?
Yeah, I kind of watched it. Who's the main character? I hate that guy. He's such a
John, is it
fucking
John
loser.
Hamm?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just can't get behind him. He's
See, I don't really
obnoxious
like
as
him
hell.
either, and that was one of the reasons I was a little bit hesitant, but people have said good things about it, so I might give it a try. I have nothing else to watch. How are you doing over there with your shows?
Shows are good. What am I watching recently? I
Did you
just don't.
finish Madison?
I kind of paused on Madison,
Okay.
so TBD.
Well, I didn't want to give you a spoiler last week, so
Oh,
I just
don't give me
wanted to
the
check if
spoiler.
you
No, no,
okay,
no. I need
just
to play
making
catch
sure.
up. I need to
Yeah.
play catch up.
Okay.
I'm trying to think, what shows have I watched? Did you watch that new Apex movie that came out on Netflix with Nicole Kidman? Not Nicole Kidman. Yeah, wait.
No, I have not.
Who? No, Charlize Theron. I always forget. I get them confused
Mhm.
sometimes. They're both fabulous older women, but yeah, it was interesting. I don't want to spoil it, but it wasn't
Okay, I'll have
my
to look at
favorite.
that. And on documentaries, the Rafa Netflix documentary came out. I kind of want to watch that. I heard Andy Roddick talking on his podcast, like just a clip of it. Again, I don't listen to it, and I don't know why he's still talking about tennis. Like, and I still can't believe he's about to be a commentator. I just don't know who's so interested in what he has to say. But with that being said, he was like going on and on about how explosive Nadal's forehand was and how intense it was to return. And I believe all that. But again, I was just like, is anyone listening to what he says? But I do want to watch the Rafa Netflix.
Okay, I need to check that one out too then. Yeah, other
Yes.
than that, I don't think there's anything. Oh, you know what? Margot Goes Broke or something on Apple TV. That
Okay.
one's got that one has Nicole Kidman. It has Elle Fanning and Michelle Pfeiffer. So I
Oh,
highly
that's a good
recommend that one.
cast. Yeah.
It's a
Okay.
freaking badass cast.
Okay. I'm going to
So
look that up.
it's good. It's a little chaotic, but I like it.
Love it. All right, everyone. Well, thanks for listening and get your picks ready for Derby Day. Watch
I
the
know.
Kentucky Oaks tomorrow. See if Dave Portnoy's horse comes through. Look for the gray
Yeah.
one.
Hopefully you guys learned a little bit more about horse racing as I. So
Yes,
we're
your
learning
new
as we go.
horse racing gurus over here.
Yeah, we got the starting gate. We got the
Exactly.
trifecta. We've got the place, show, win. Look at us go.
Making strides. All right. Well, enjoy the
Oh.
rest of your week, and we will be back next week.
Ciao. Ta-ta.
Adios.
Hasta luego.